Hey everyone. So, wow, where do I begin this story? So many ways that I could begin this story, but I just don't know. so, before I took off to Sacramento, I did that video, the Partridge Family album. This was like back on Monday before I took off. And so, on Tuesday, I flew out here to Sacramento to attend a important conference of one of the projects that I'm involved in. And so it was on Wednesday night that I started to feel something. I just didn't know what it was. So I was able to take a test and it came out negative, which I was so happy that I was like, okay, nothing to worry about. But then the next day, I start to feel really, really bad. And I was just trying to figure out, oh my God, do I have a cold right now? It's like, oh, okay, I need to get some medicine and stuff like that, and do what I have to do over here. And so while I was running a phone bank for my friend's campaign that I'm working on in the desert, um, I decided to take another test just to be sure. And lo and behold, I the test came out positive. And so I was like, "Holy shit! Please tell me this test is wrong and stuff like that." So yesterday morning, I was due out to fly back to the desert, but before I did that, I beforehand I talked to some of the people that brought me up here. I told them like, "Hey, I'm not feeling so well right now, and I think my test came out positive." They're like, "Okay, well, let's see what happens the next day." So I woke up the next morning and I found out that I am really positive for COVID. And so, holy shit. Hey, Mike. And so I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible, to be stuck in someplace far away from home with COVID. Um, Let me know if you guys can hear me. I don't know if anybody can really hear me right now because I'm not using my regular computer or my phone. I'm using a computer that I borrowed from work. Um, but yeah, so it came out positive, and so what happened was they had to extend my stay here in the hotel, and so I'm gonna have to be here till Wednesday, up here in Sacramento, and they also booked my flight for Wednesday to go back home. So, so the people that brought me up here, they're also able to, bring me some medicines. They brought me some ginger ale, crackers, some yogurt for the morning, and I basically order room service or I do Uber Eats, um, and they just drop it off right in front of my door, or in the lobby and stuff, and they someone brings it up to in front of my door that I can eat and stuff. And but this is like a weird experience for me. Is like I'd rather be at home dealing with this instead of being stuck miles away from family. But luckily enough, the people that brought me up here, they're taking care of me as well as my friends from work that are down in the desert working the campaign. They're also from here. So they have like, spouses in here that are here in Sacramento that's helping me out as well. So I'm being well taken care of, but it sucks being here. I'd rather be in the comfort of my own home, but like, be able to make my soups because sadly this hotel room does not have a microwave, so I cannot open up like a soup can or something like that, or anything. So I have to rely on Uber Eats or getting room service, which they don't have a really good selection of stuff to eat when you're sick with room service. But yeah, sorry, you can hear that a little bit. But yeah, it's like I have like a runny nose, I have a cough, I have like a sore throat and stuff, and so I'm dealing with that right now. But it's like I'd rather be at home right now because I know that everybody right now is making their uh hey Trish, I don't know if you heard, but I have COVID and yeah, I have COVID. It's positive. I'm isolating myself in the hotel room, So yeah, this is terrible for me right now. And I know that everybody right now, since yesterday, are making their revolver videos, and my revolver set just got here yesterday, and I'm like, have to wait till next Wednesday to finally get my set, and by that time news is the news is already gonna be dead and gone. So it's like, why make a video? I was planning on making a unboxing video with of my vinyl set. Maybe I still will. Because I still want to like, give my, impressions of it. I did listen to some of the stuff on Amazon Music. I do have an Amazon Music account. I when it dropped during midnight on Tuesday, or wait a minute, on Thursday night, I did listen to some of the tracks on it, and I love how they did the remix on this one. Some parts I'm critical of, but some of the parts I'm very interested. I'm fascinated on how they came out. There's this kind of keyboard part in For No One that I never thought was there, and apparently, listening to the outtakes of the song She Said, it sounds like Paul is there with them playing. So I think Paul might be playing bass on She Said. So I'm like, wow, it's amazing how much those outtakes really reveal much of the sessions that goes on that during those sessions. But I do love the remixes. I do love how something like Dr. Roberts and Anya Can't Sing, I'm Only Sleeping, and I Want to Tell You came out. And of course, I think Tomorrow Never Knows could have been better. Um, but I just love, um, I can't, I can't say that. She said, yeah, no, I can't do that. uh, not with a bad speech impediment that I have. Um, but yeah, from my what I've heard from the remixes and the outtakes, I love how they sound. Hey Anthony, hope you're doing good as well, and you Tom and DJ Trish and Mike. Hope you're all doing great. So I guess it's sort of like the vacation that I've always needed, even though it comes at a very crappy time because you know, I'm we're in the middle of campaign season. I'm campaigning for my friend's campaign. Luckily enough, I have this laptop with me that allows me to work from wherever I'm at. So I'm still doing the phone banking here and tax banking for the campaign. So I'm keeping myself occupied, um but yeah, it's like but yeah, I did need like a vacation and stuff like that. So I think this is sort of like one of those things where life is telling me like, hey, we're gonna give you COVID. We're gonna have you be stranded in Sacramento for a few days, and you're just gonna lay in bed, relax, watch some Showtime movies. I've been watching so many movies on Showtime lately. They have a documentary on Showtime. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's called Under the Volcano. Now, Under the Volcano is about Air Studios in Montserrat. It was the recording studio that George Martin put out there, wanting to, like do a recording studio outside of London and probably outside of England. And so he put one in the West Indies in a island called Montserrat, and he talks about like all of the bands that recorded there, like the Police recorded the, their last two albums over there. Paul recorded Tug of War and Pipes of Peace, and Dire Straits recorded the Brothers in Arms album there, and so many other bands that were recording there. Interesting to hear that Duran Duran recorded, the 7 Inch Tiger album there as well. So Such a great documentary. I love it. I love these documentaries that are of the stuff that George Martin does. Like, he's such a great producer and he knows how to work with artists. So if you haven't seen it, watch Under the Volcano. Such a great documentary. And so I just been like watching like a lot of movies and documentaries that's on Showtime and stuff. I'm gonna try to hook up my Amazon Prime to it so I can watch stuff on Amazon Prime as well. Well, most likely by the time that I go home, I probably would have watched all 4 seasons of The Partridge Family. Anywho, yeah. So this is what I'm dealing with right now. I miss being at home, but I don't miss the desert heat. Even though it's very very beautiful in the desert right now, it's like 70 degrees over here, whereas over here it's 50. So it's like when I first started to get sick, I thought, oh, maybe it's because I'm in a different climate right now. It's cold, so sure you're gonna feel a little bit sick, and it's something that will just pass. But no, it's COVID. Shit. And I didn't think I was gonna ever get COVID again. Like after I got COVID the first time, once I started to get like the shots and got the booster, I was like, great, and like my body is now invincible. Nothing's gonna get to this body anymore. Sadly, no. Hey, Tim. Sadly, no. From what I've been reading, I heard that yeah, you could still get COVID even if you got all the vaccinations and stuff like that. But I didn't get the new booster shot, the Omicron booster. I did get boosted before, but I don't know if that was like for the Omicron or for something else. But I do need to get like boosted again once I get home. But then I heard that Tom. Uh, say level 42 a few times, and then Steven Schnee will show up. Just kidding. uh, anywho, yeah. So I have to wait 3 months after all this happens uh, to get boosted again. So I'm just gonna be taking this time just to to enjoy myself, to rest a bit, you know, catch up on like a lot of YouTube and stuff, and you know, the sad thing is I don't have my record collection here or my turntable, so it's like I cannot take this time to listen to all the records and stuff like that I have. Like it so. But luckily, I have Amazon Music, so that's gonna keep me um, busy right now. And there's like right now there's like a few songs that I'm sort of infatuated. The bed's amazing. The bed's very very comfortable. It's so comfortable that sometimes I just don't want to wake up. It's like it's so comfortable. Right now, I'm really digging the music of Chris Ray. That's Ray, Rea. Um, I've been studying a couple of his songs that he wrote called "On the Beach" and God's Great Banana Skin. I really love how those songs sound great on guitar and stuff. So I've just been like digging to like a lot of different people lately and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at right now. I think last week or the week before I was with Chicago, and then I forgot where I was the week prior. So yeah, so that's just me, what I'm going through right now, and then I can't wait to get back to the desert and then start maybe doing more streams and stuff like that. Sadly, I cannot host streams from where I'm at right now. I heard Juliet. That's a beautiful song. Um, I wanted to go into his entire discography. Like I just heard that first hit that he had. I think it Fools. I think Falling in Love or something like that. Um, Oh, awesome, Steven. I'll definitely will check out that video because I definitely want to dig into his discography. He's an amazing guitar player. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this anyway. So, have a good night, everyone. Send some healing vibes out my way, and once I'm back home, I'll check in with everybody and tell you how I'm feeling and stuff like that. So everybody have a great Saturday night and have a great Halloween. Um, Looking forward to see how everybody dresses up. So um, have a great one and just know that I truly do love you all.